Hey guys, it's Bonnie. I think we all knew this day was coming. I have been on BookTube for a decently long time now, but I have never made an original tag. So I thought, what else would I do for my first original tag but the Imagine Dragons book tag? If you know anything about me, you know that Imagine Dragons are my favorite band of all time. I love them so much. I'm wearing a tank top of theirs right now. Before sitting down to do this, I did look on YouTube to see if anyone else has done Imagine Dragons book tag, and there are a few, but from what I saw, they're in Spanish, or they just have like really old questions. They don't involve the newest album. And I just wanted to make a tag that had different questions than the standard that you normally see in tags. At least I hope that I did that. Enough rambling. Let's get into the questions. There are 12 questions in total, and they are separated into 3 different categories that represent the 3 different albums that Imagine Dragons currently have. So the first category is the Night Visions era. Question number 1, Night Visions. What is a book that you've had dreams about? I could probably say this for a lot of books because the things that I am consuming or doing in my everyday life often pop up in my dreams. So I've had plenty about the Hunger Games, because that's my favorite series. I've definitely had Harry Potter dreams. But the most recent book that I think I've had a dream about is actually Restore Me by Tahara Mafi, and I was in the dream, Whitney aka Whitney Novels was in the dream, Warner was there, Juliet was there, we were at my old high school. It was really weird. Question number 2. In Imagine Dragons, 3 out of the 4 band members are named Dan. What's a book character name that you think is overused? For this, I am going with Lena. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of characters named Lena in books, which is interesting because I don't think I've ever met a Lena in real life. There's Lena from Delirium, Lena from Beautiful Creatures. There's a Lena in Restore Me. You got a Lena in the Shadow and Bone series, and I'm sure there's more that I haven't even read about. Question number 3. Can nobody hear me? Can nobody hear me? Based on their song Hear Me, what is a book that you talk about a lot that no one seems to be picking up? Now, to be fair, I haven't talked about this book in a while because I read it like 3 years ago, but after I read it, I talked about it so much and it feels like no one has read it. And that is On the Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta. It's been a very long time since I've read this book. It's like a little of a confusing book because the way that it's told, you don't really put everything together until you get to the end, and even then it's like, but it was so good and so beautiful, and I don't hear anyone ever talking about it. I need to reread this because it's just been so long, and I just want to ensure that it is really as good as I remember. Question number 4. It's time to begin, isn't it? It's time to begin, isn't it? A book or series that you need to read already. For this, I'm going with The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I've heard nothing but praise for this book, which makes me a little hesitant because I'm like, what if I'm the one person that doesn't like it? But it also really, really makes me want to read it. Moving along into the Smoke and Mirrors era. Question number 5. Smoke and Mirrors, a book that deceived you. For this, I'm going with Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. I don't fucking know. What made me want to read this book in the first place was that this girl goes to an all-girls assassin school, and I thought that was going to be the focus of the book, but no! I was deceived, I was bamboozled, and because of it, I did not give this book very high ratings. Question number 6. Love is a Polaroid, oh, better in picture. Love is a Polaroid, better in picture, based on their song Polaroid. What's a romance that was good in theory but didn't really work for you on the page? For me, that is the romance in the Miss Peregrine series. I've only read up to Hollow City, so I can't comment on how it ends. But I just don't really feel the romance between Jacob and Emma. It sounds like it would be cute just thinking about it, but in the actual book, it just doesn't work for me. I don't really feel the connection. It just kind of weirds me out a little too, if I'm being honest. Question number 7. It comes back to you. It comes back to you. It comes back to you. What is a book or an author that you always go back to? Sorry to be basic, but I gotta pick The Hunger Games. It's just that series that sits in my heart forever. It's always gonna be something I look back on and have so many fond memories of. This made me friends in high school. It got me through so much. I still think about it every single day. I'm still growing my Hunger Games collection. I'm never going to be over this series. I'm always gonna go back to it. Question number 8. Only in Summertime, based on their song Summer. What is a book that you associate with summer? I'm gonna be basic again, but for this I'm going with The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This series is just so summery. All the book titles have summer in them. I'm pretty sure I read them in the summer, and just the covers, they're so beachy. I don't remember a lot about this series because it's been a while, but I do remember that it's summery. Moving on into the Evolve era. Question number 9. Evolve. A book, character, or author that you feel has had the best evolution Revolution. For this, I'm going with my girl, Ruby from The Darkest Minds. Ruby is one of my all-time favorite characters. I love her so much. And her arc from The Darkest Minds to In the Afterlight is just so incredible. The way she just goes from looking at herself as this monster in book 1 to owning herself, owning her powers, knowing she's worthy and good, and just plus there's that scene in The Afterlight that if you have read it, you know what I'm talking about, that just oof, I love her so much. Question number 10.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. From their song Believer. A long book that feels like the author wrote all the words inside their head. For this, I'm going with Winter by Marissa Meyer because I found this book to be unnecessarily long. There was just so much going on that did not need to be told. I listened to this on audiobook. I would literally zone out at times because I'm like, this information is not relevant at all. I don't know why Marissa Meyer decided it needed to be so long. I don't know why she had to write every single word that came to her head, but she did. That baby should have been trimmed. Question number 11. You made me a believer. What's a book that opened your eyes to a new genre? For me, that is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I didn't really start reading thrillers until I read this book and read her books in general. And now thriller is one of my favorite genres. So thank you, Miss Flynn. Your books are amazing. Please come out with another one. And the last question, question number 12. Can we start over before it's over? A book or a series that you never wanted to end. For this, I could say The Hunger Games again just because it is my favorite and I would ideally love more, but at the same time, I don't want more that's going to ruin anything. So I'm picking a series that is one of my favorites that I think could go on just in different narratives and still be great, and that is the Gallagher Girls series by Allie Carter. This is the first book. I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you. This is a series about a group of girls that go to an all-girls spy academy, and it's one of my favorite series. It makes my heart so warm. And I think there's so many ways that you could expand this series. You could follow the girls into adulthood, into their spying careers. You could start over with a new group of girls at the school. The possibilities are endless. So that is it for the Imagine Dragons book tag. I hope you enjoyed. I think this is where I'm supposed to tag people. I'm really bad at that. I'm gonna tag Whitney from Witty Novels because she loves Imagine Dragons. I'm gonna tag Amber from, oh my god, girl, what's your channel name? Amber in O Face? I never know how to say it, girl, so I'm sorry, but I tag you. And I'm gonna tag John Paul from JP Reed, JP13 Reads. I don't know any of my friends' username. I'm a bad friend. But yeah, I'm gonna tag those people and also anybody watching this who wants to do it because I don't really know who likes Imagine Dragons. I don't know who likes these kind of questions, so just do it if you want to do it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!